Hey guys, just want to preface this video to give a timeline for the contest. I ran out of record time when I first filmed the contest video and forgot to include how long we'll run it to. I'm going to go ahead and run it for 2 weeks, so you have 2 weeks to make a video response. That will put us to November 17th being the deadline to get a video up. And then Sunday or Sunday morning or Monday morning, like after work or something, we'll do a random and see who won the Bob Feller 8x10 autograph. So stay tuned for the rest of the video, guys, to learn the rules and how to enter, and really appreciate all your support, guys. Bye. Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here. Wanted to announce a little contest I'm going to be holding. I was inspired by Ray from Philly's 1000 subscriber contest. He did the greatest baseball players of all time, making your greatest baseball player team. And I thought, I've never really seen anybody else do this. I'm sure somebody's done it, whether on YouTube. I just may not have be subscribed to them, or just wasn't around when it happened or something, but you never really hear about it. I thought I'd do a players, like the worst players you've ever seen in MLB history or at a position, and only MLB players, no minor leagues or other leagues like national leagues or anything like that. Only their performances in the MLB are allowed. What we'll do is, if you want to do a designated hitter, you can include that in the list, but basically your main 9 positions: catcher, first base, second base, third base, shortstop, 3 outfield positions. It doesn't have to specifically be center field, left field, right field. It could be any outfielder if you want. You can do 3 outfielders. And then just for fun, we'll do a right-handed starting pitcher and left-handed starting pitcher, and then a right-handed reliever or closer. It doesn't matter. And a left-handed reliever or closer. And if you want to include some honorable mentions in there, I did so as well. You can go for it. But video responses only, please. And you also must be a subscriber of the channel already to enter. I will do the order. I will keep track in the comments, seeing who put the entry in first, and whichever video I watch first will go down the list. Say I watched Joe Smith's video first, just for an example. I don't think there's a Joe Smith, but then he'll be first on the list, and so on. We'll keep going down. Winner will get, for compiling the worst MLB players, we'll get an autograph of a pretty good baseball player, one of the greatest baseball pitchers. Hard-throwing right-hander Bob Feller. Got an 8x10 for you from Mainline Autographs. So Mr. Bob Feller was a great signer while he was living, and there's a lot of autographs out there, but honestly, he's got a pretty cool looking signature, and it's always nice to have. I've got at least one Bob Feller autograph in my collection, and I like to give others away. So if you don't have one yet in your collection, this is your chance to enter. So again, just make sure you're a subscriber to the channel already. Video responses only. Just let me know down below in this video your team. I'll go ahead and show you my team just for fun. I went and I need some help to refresh my memory of some names, so I just kind of looked up a list, and it gave me some ideas and some talking points, but some of them are guys that I've actually seen and remember. So first off, I did include a designated hitter. This is Steve Balboni. Great TTM signer, but not a very good player. He did, however, was successful with hitting quite a few home runs in his career, but it was at the expense of not really getting on base with even singles or doubles or anything like that. Walks, he struck out a lot. So he makes my list as one of the worst designated hitters in baseball history. Next up is Bob Uecker. Sadly, I have to put him on the list. His playing career was not great. As a catcher, it's a pretty pivotal position in baseball. You need to be pretty good defensively. You can kind of slip by a little bit offensively if you're really good defensively, but he was pretty much neither. So, but there's a bright spot. He turned it around with his broadcasting career, and he's one of the greatest broadcast legends in baseball ever, and will go into the Hall of Fame if he's not, if they haven't already just inducted him anyways. But a legendary voice for the Brewers, and he was in the Major League movies, if you remember him as well. Bob Uecker makes the spot for catcher. Then at first base, we have one of the worst defensive first basemen ever, and wasn't that great with the bat either. Played on the Mets when they were doing really bad. Marv Throneberry. And yeah, he was literally one of the worst fielding first basemen in the history of the game. So he makes my list of first base, because you need a good fielder over there at first base. Next up, we have a basketball player who made it on the Blue Jays in 79 to 1981. Had a brief career at second base. Danny Ainge. Now, why he put together a pretty decent basketball career. He was not very good at baseball. He couldn't really field well, he couldn't hit well, and he had a negative WAR, which is wins above replacement, in case you didn't know. But yeah, he was not a very good baseball player, but a pretty good basketball player. So he makes my list at second base. At third base, I had to put a former Colorado Rocky, Ian Stewart. Now, I was kind of a fan of him when he first started. When he was kind of a rookie. So yeah. Sorry about that random cut there, but yeah, Billy Beane was not a very good player in his career. Next up, we got Ozzie Canseco. Yes, that is Jose Canseco's twin brother, who, even though Jose Canseco cheated with steroids and all, still was a talented player. Ozzie, of course, did not live up to the expectation, so he makes my list for another outfielder. And final outfielder is Tayoshi Shinjo, if it'll load. There we go. The Mets signed him for $10 million in, I think it was 2001. He had a good career in Japan, but in the MLB it did not translate over. But he does have a very successful clothing line now, so it wasn't a complete waste for him. Then we got our right-handed starting pitcher, Jose Lima. Unfortunately, he did pass away a while back, but he gets my spot for one of the worst right-handed pitchers, because he's credited with some of the worst pitching seasons in MLB history, and that win-loss record, ERA, all kinds of stuff. So he gets the right-hander. Left-handed starting pitcher is Ki Egawa, who was taken after the Yankees did not sign Matsuzaka. They signed Egawa for $20 million, and he did not produce, even though he won the MVP award in Japan the previous season. Worst right-handed reliever / closer, Jorge Julio. I saw him play on the 07 team for the Rockies when I went to the World Series. When I saw him play, he was really wild and did absolutely terrible, so I wanted to put him in there. And another Rocky is Rex Brothers, left-handed reliever pitcher, or closing pitcher. He just had really bad control issues, and walks really did him in. Home runs, he had one good season, he was okay, and the rest of his career was in the tank. So that is my team. So make sure you make a video and tell me you made one. Put a link down below if you want. I look forward to seeing you guys' responses. Bye.